Hey friends, welcome to a new video. We have something very exciting today. I'm doing my very first one-day market, so that's gonna be really fun, I hope. If you're new here, hi, my name is Evie. I run an online shop where I make and sell enamel pins and other things featuring my illustrations. This year I've been trying out in-person events, but I've only done conventions before, and this weekend I have 2 one-day markets coming up. So that will be interesting. I'm excited. The one today is actually a Pride festival, and I'm really excited for this one, but a little bit nervous because my tent didn't arrive in time. So I'm basically going there with 2 tables and my shelving. I think it's okay. Setup starts at 7:45, but the event starts at 11 and then it closes to the public at 7:30 at night. It's supposed to rain at 7:30, but I'm allowed to pack up from 5:30 onwards. So we'll see how it goes. But I've tried to do precautions, like I'm only bringing products that are already waterproof. So I'm taking because I have these plant-based but watertight bags for my enamel pins. And then with my plushies, it's not going to be heavy rain. It's just going to be a little bit of a drizzle from time to time, so it's okay, they should be all right, but I brought a sheet just to cover them in case. But yeah, let's go to the market. At the end of the video I'll break down everything that sold, everything that didn't sell at all, and we'll go through my numbers and all that stuff. Let's go to the market.
The sky is blue, the sun is high. Sitting here on my own, I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me that's alright. To me, that's alright. I spend my days just dreaming about you. Well, now that's just what I will do. I'm telling you, the sky is blue, the sun is high. I'm sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me that's alright. You know, to me that's alright. To me, that's alright.
We are back from the market. It was really nice. It was such a lovely event and had a lot of fun. Sorry if you can hear my dog. He's just chilling on the floor, playing with his toys, having a nice time. The event today started at 11. We had our first sale at 11:13, which was pretty cool. I usually go a couple of hours before the first sale on conventions, so having it that quickly was really nice, really fun. It wasn't a total packed event by any sense, but it was definitely the vibes were there. The vibes were very nice. The event had music, it had a fairground, it had a whole artist alley style market, which was really cool to see. We also got to chat a bit with the organizers because they came around and visited every single booth and asked for feedback and stuff, which I've never seen before, and I thought that was so sweet, and this is definitely an event that I want to do again. From what the organizers told me, apparently it has been a lot more crowded in previous years, but I think that's just 2024. It is a slow year for events in general. If they hadn't told me that, then I wouldn't have known. Let's talk income and expenses quickly, and we'll go more into details in the end of the video, but we can have a little breakdown first. The booth cost me £40, which I thought was a really good deal, but that seems to be kind of standard over here, which again, very different from the convention scene. So let's see. Yeah, so 40 British pounds was the table fee itself, and you had to bring your own tent and tables. 40 pounds is roughly $52, 52 US dollars for anyone wondering. And I also paid 26 pounds for a set of camping chairs, which again is $34. So I think a lot of you are from the US. I always want to convert the numbers and things. So my total for the day was 64 pounds in expenses, which is 84 US dollars. And we made a total of 293 pounds, which is $384. I've done 3-day conventions where foot traffic has been lower and sales have been lower. I'm pretty pleased. I know it's not like a huge sum, but it's right down the door from me. It's like 10 minutes away by car. It was really fun. It was a lovely day to sit outside. I got so lucky because it was supposed to rain in the evening, but there was no rain. But it was still cloudy all day. So we didn't have our tent. It didn't arrive on time. It arrived at like noon today after we've left for the event, so I'm just going to return that. I'm never going to need it again. But it was such a good day to just sit outside. It was cloudy, but it was warm. I met lots of nice people. I met some new artist friends, and I met some people who watch my videos as well, so thank you so much if you came up and said hi. It was a really nice event. We'll go into more profits and stuff at the end of the video, but I just wanted to share those like quick numbers with you guys. I think it's not an event to like travel to from far, but if you're local, then it's definitely worth giving it a go, because it was fun. So the event closes at 7:30, which is now, but most people were packing up at 5:30 because I think that's when like all the entertainment was starting, like all the concerts and stuff, and most people were heading over there. So the market was pretty dead after that. Once all the booths around us had left, we decided to pack up too, and I think that was a good call. We got to come back, see Klaus, our dog, because obviously it's not fair to leave him at home for too long either. Alan was with him for most of the day, and then he came and met me like in the afternoon, so he wasn't alone for too long. But my next event tomorrow starts at 9 a.m. so 9 in the morning. That's when setup starts, and then I think the event itself starts at 10. So it's 10 until 3, so it's a very short one, and it's going to be an artisan market, so more focused on like handmade stuff and hand designed items, whereas today was more of a general market. I sold out of mystery pins today, so tonight I'm packing some new ones because I want to be able to have some like low value or low price items on my table as well. My products aren't like super high priced or anything like that. Right now I have my enamel pins. Usually they're £9 each at conventions, but because I have a sale on in my online store at the moment, I'm also using those sale prices at markets, so I'm charging £7 each for them. Then I also have some handmade items, including these crochet crabs, so I'm gonna finish all these tonight as well, hopefully. They are already crocheted, they just need the eye details and some of the ribbons. This is a pattern I made myself, by the way. It's coming to my shop soon. They're called emotional support crabs, and I'm really excited to launch it. By the time you see this video, I might have a tester call out on my Instagram. I'll put it on the screen if that is the case. And if you're a crochet artist, definitely apply. That would be fun. But yeah, so I am gonna make the mystery bags. I'm gonna hopefully finish decorating these crabs. I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Good morning, friends. It is Sunday. It is just before 8 a.m. We're getting ready to leave for the market. I've spent the morning just double checking everything in my suitcase. I decided last minute that I want to bring my sticker sheets, which are usually my best sellers at conventions. Yeah, I decided to bring them for today. I didn't bring them yesterday because the market was outside, and I didn't want to risk like the vinyl getting like a lot of humidity and wrapping, and I didn't want to risk rain, all that stuff. But today is indoors, so I can bring it and try it out. I am trying to not bring too many things because I don't want my display to be kind of cluttered, but at the same time I do want to have enough variety so that there is stuff for people to choose from. I'm trying out something new. I'm trying out a £1 bin of like things because I find a lot of kids are interested in my items, but they don't always have enough money. I wanted to have like a little basket of £1 items that they can easily pick up if they wanted to. These are items that like I either have a very big overstock of, or it might be things that just hasn't been selling for me for years, and so I'm happy to kind of let it go for £1. It is not something that I would buy in new items in order to add to this basket, but if anyone wants to pick up any of my like outdated stock for £1, then I'm more than happy to do that. I packed some new mystery bags last night, and now I'm just gonna make my price tags before we have to go. I'll see you there. Oh boy. Today's market was a little bit slow, maybe. It wasn't like a bad experience in any ways. Like, I met a lot of very lovely people. The artists I met at the market were incredibly sweet, incredibly kind, and so talented. It was my first time doing an artisan market where everyone who are exhibiting are like illustrators and crafters and artisans, and it was such a beautiful thing to kind of wander through and have a look at. In terms of the footfall, it was incredibly low. It was a slow market for sure. There were a few people walking around, but most of them, I don't know, it felt like most people were kind of treating it as an exhibition rather than a place to go shopping, which there's nothing wrong with. I think you're always gonna have some people who do that, and that's like absolutely fine. I totally get it. But usually if there's enough footfall, like it won't matter if some people do that, because you're also gonna have the people who came there to shop. Whereas with this one, I don't think the shoppers were really there. We did sell a few items, but I feel like mostly it was to other vendors rather than to visitors. It was a fun market. It was alright. Okay, maybe fun is an exaggeration. I have nothing against, like, I think the organizer did a great job at like putting something very special together. There wasn't the foot traffic, and I think that's something that, you know, a market needs. A market needs a bit of foot traffic in order for people to make money and wanna come back and like make that market part of their business. By the way, I'm holding Anchor. He is my emotional support octopus for this video. I brought him to Basil and Pride yesterday, and he was so good at getting, like, he was drawing in the crowds. Like, no one bought him. He is listed for £75, and I think at Pride I had him at 50 because I thought, you know, I'd love for him to go to someone who is attending that event, because he's like, I don't know, he's a rainbow, and I would feel so happy if he went home with someone. He had a lot of lookers, a lot of people asked about his price, but he is a very, like, he costs a lot of money. He took a long time to make, and I mean, I made a video on it. It's on my channel if you ever want to check that out if you haven't. But he is a big ticket item. He didn't go, but he had a lot of people saying that they felt like he was totally worth the money. It was just that they didn't have that, you know, extra money to splurge on a big a big thing that you don't really need in your life, but you feel like you need it because it's pretty. It made me happy that so many people liked him, and I'm perfectly happy keeping him as my office mascot, so that's all right. The market I did today was with Folk and Bespoke, and I loved the organizer. I loved the atmosphere, the crowd, all the traders, like everything was so on point. The only issue was the foot traffic, but this is a new market, and it's also like the first time they're back after summer, because there was a summer break, so that probably had a lot to do with it as well. Other traders who were there who had done that market before were really shocked that there weren't more people, because they said even this year, like, there has been a lot more traffic and you never struggled to make back your booth fee. It was definitely different this time from what I understood. I had a nice weekend. I got to try 2 brand new markets. They were my first ever, like, first day events, and that was really cool. The event today, the booth cost £40. I didn't pay anything for travel because my mother-in-law kindly drove me to the event and back, which was so sweet of her. So I only paid £40 for the booth, and then we also got coffee, so that's another like 50 altogether. I also bought an ice cream scoop from another vendor who is like a wood turner, and that was £18 as well. So I'm up in a good, £60-70. And oh yeah, because I got a crochet hook. I'm up in £75 in total. They were lovely though. They were really pretty items, and I'm really happy with them. They were both things that I would have wanted to get anyway, so I might as well get it from one of the people tabling rather than, you know, saving my money on the day and going somewhere else later on. So table was 40, but I also ended up spending an extra 35, so the full day cost me £75. And I imagine that's around $85 US. I'll put it on the screen if that's any different. And I sold for £41. So if you think about it, table was 40, sold for 41, £1 profit minus sales tax. Actually, with sales tax counted in, I did not even make back the booth fee, so that's something to take into consideration. Luckily, Basil and Pride yesterday kind of covered all of my losses and even left me with more of a profit. So overall, I'm still doing all right for this. Basil and Pride, I would definitely book again for sure. Folk and Bespoke, I'm supposed to be doing their Upminster event on December 1st. I think I'm gonna cancel that, to be honest. I felt like the other traders were definitely my crowd, but I felt like the people attending were not. They were not my customer base. And so there's no point in me really going there for for a second event, I don't feel like. So I don't think I'll be doing the December 1st one in Upminster. However, I am doing another 3 Folk and Bespoke markets, but I'm going to be in Lee-on-Sea, also in Essex. So if you are local, please come and check it out. That'll be really fun. I'll leave the Folk and Bespoke website in the description as well if you do want to have a look. And if you're a trader as well, you know, it's only £40 to exhibit. It doesn't hurt to try it if you're local. And from what I've understood, the event I did today, it was unusual that there wasn't more foot traffic, from what I could understand. I think in the afternoon I would understand why there weren't more people there, because it was like from 1 p.m. onwards, it was raining quite heavily. But before that, it was really nice weather in the morning, so I don't think the weather explains. Sorry, I was just looking at my window. My neighbor has these like bright pink roses, but I thought it was a flamingo at first because they're like, it's really pretty. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think the weather explains the bad turnout of people, because the morning was really nice, but the evening was not. Anyhow, let's touch on my bestsellers and my lowest sellers for this event. My bestsellers at both events were enamel pins for these local events, because it doesn't cost me anything it cost me £40 for each event, but it's not really a lot. I actually have my prices slightly lower than on my website, just because I wanted to kind of test the waters, try out the crowd. So I was selling enamel pins for £7 each, which is a lot lower, and it doesn't leave me a huge profit margin, so I won't be doing that again. But it was good just to try it out, I think, to see if it made a difference. I feel like at Basel and Pride, it really made a difference. I think a lot of people commented, because I think a lot of the crowd there as well were pin collectors, and a lot of the people who were attending Pride were also like regular con goers, and so that also helps. They had that knowledge in the back of their heads with like an enamel pins usually around the 9 to 10 mark, and they were available for 7 at this event, so a lot of people commented that that was like super budget friendly, so that was a plus. I think it worked out for me at that stage. But I will say that £7 for an enamel pin is not, I don't think it's a sustainable thing. If I was to do that in the future, I'd probably only bring like the clearance items, or the ones that I'm trying to kind of clear out of my studio. But I'm still happy that I tried it out. My second bestsellers for both events as well were my mystery bags. I sold out at Basel and Pride. Hey friends! So amidst all the market chaos, I seem to have forgotten to charge my camera, so it just died and I didn't get to finish all the things I wanted to tell you. So let's just recap quickly. My mystery pins were my second bestsellers, and I had 8. I checked my numbers. I brought 8 of them to Basel and Pride. All of them sold. I was selling them for £5 each. At the Folk and Bespoke market, I was also selling them for £5 each, but I brought slightly different mystery bags. So the ones I brought for Pride had 3 B-grade enamel pins. So B-grades are like pins with minor imperfections, and each bag had 3 of those in them. Whereas the ones I brought for the Upminster market had a washi tape, a keychain, a sticker, and a button badge. At that market, I sold 2 of them, it was still my bestseller, even though it was only 2 sold, because I think out of enamel pins, I sold 5. It wasn't a huge sales day, but I think I said this at the start of today's segment of the video. Sticker sheets are usually like one of my top selling products. I did not bring those to Basel and Pride because it was outside and I was worried that it would damage the product. I did bring them today, however, and I only sold 1, so it was not my best selling product by any means today, but it still did alright. It did better than some of the other ones. For example, today I did not sell a single Lotto plushie, whereas yesterday they almost sold out, and I think I brought 4 of each, 3 or 4 of each. And I have 8 different like plushie designs in total as well. Didn't sell a single crochet item for any of the days, but that's alright. I think they look really cute in the booth, and also they are higher priced items, and it was definitely like my lower priced items that were selling at both of these events, which on the one hand is quite handy because the lower priced items are also the easiest ones to bring, so it might be that in the future I'll just bring a lot of extra of those. Thank you so much for watching this video and spending this time with me. Before I go, I want to show you guys a little bit of a situation. This is the state of the studio at the moment. So as you can see, my packing station is completely cluttered with stuff. I gotta unpack my suitcases tomorrow. I got a bunch of Christmas decorations that we picked out from my in-laws' place because we stored them over there when we were moving. I got another suitcase full of market stuff. I got some things over here, like pins that I need to photograph. I got this whole corner of shame over here that needs sorting out, and also more stuff over here. And my desk. which means that my next video is going to be a studio cleaning and organizing video, so I hope you're excited for that. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, let me know which part was your favorite, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Bye!